What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I wanted to talk to you about stimulus because I haven't actually talked about stimulus for a while. There hasn't really been any real news. Yes, there's been back and forth to where Nancy Pelosi was saying some things, Joe Biden was saying some things, some Republicans said some things. There was just a bunch of things that were actually being said here about this $1,400, about the overall stimulus package, and it's crazy to say that I've taken some time to stop talking about stimulus so in depth because I wasn't getting as many questions as I was in the past, which is a good thing. That means that people are really understanding of exactly where we are today. And that's always a good thing, right? If people understand where we are today, it's not saying that it's the best thing possible because we're not, you know, getting the money that we're supposed to get, in the time period of where they basically promised us. So looking at that, I was basically saying, all right, this makes sense to basically shift focus a little bit, still understand what's going on with stimulus. And whenever there ends up being a real update, then you can do something about it. So before we get into this, make sure you hit the like button, also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one, and make sure that you get your free stocks with Webull down below if you're interested in that platform. It is an amazing platform I've been using for a number of weeks. Actually, I think it's going on a month or so. So it's definitely coming in handy with all the indicators and all those things. And if you just want to use it to gain free stocks, then do that as well. Just use the link, sign up, deposit $100, and you'll be good. But I wanted to talk about the $1,400 stimulus check today because there is some good news or potential good news. Basically, they're aiming to pass the $1,400 stimulus check, and that's really what people care about next week. They're looking to get something done next week, which is basically what they've been saying, for the past however many weeks. It's been, oh, we're looking to get it done this day or this day or this day. And it all depended in the past based on Republican and Democratic, like bipartisan agreement. But in this case, it's not really going to that level. So I guess Democratic lawmakers are basically saying that they want to get this pushed and get it done next week. And if I look at some detail here, Representative Ted Lieu of California has announced that Joe Biden's sprawl stimulus plan, which includes a highly anticipated $1,400 direct payment, will pass the House next week. His remarks come one day after House Speaker Nancy Pelosi reiterated that Democrats are aiming to pass the $1.9 trillion economic relief plan before the end of February. So looking at this, I mean, yes, it's good news, but it's also not the final say. We still have a number of steps in order to get things done and get things to the American people. So yeah, you can get it passed, but it still has to go through levels and, end up getting to the American people March, by like mid-end of March. So yeah, it's good news that things are getting passed and things are actually getting reviewed and all of that other stuff. We're getting some good news there, but we still have quite a bit of ways to go when it comes to the stimulus money. House Democrats formally released the full text of Biden's bill on Friday. Apart from the checks, also announced $350 billion in state and local governments and the extension of $400 federal unemployment benefits. So looking at all of this, one, I really want to know what's going to happen with student loans because I have an interest in what will happen with student loans. So does my wife, and so does a lot of other people that are going to pay student loans eventually. Whenever they end up, stopping the stoppage of those student loans. But we're all worried about when people are going to get stimulus checks, and some people say, "Oh, it's just free money. People don't deserve it. They're using it to go and spend on investing in the stock market," which is not really the case. That's what a lot of the congressmen and congresswomen were saying in the hearing against Robinhood and Melvin Capital, and they were talking about how stimulus checks, people are getting this free money and they're investing in the stock market and what percentage of that actually is, but they weren't getting to like actual answers. It was more to fit their political agenda. So people need this money. There's a lot of people that do need this money, and I didn't want to stop talking about it. I know that there's still a need for it, and people have asked me, it hasn't been the amount of people that asked me in the past, but people have asked me about this and when we're going to receive this $1,400 stimulus check. So we still have a number of steps to go in order to get this completely passed into the American people. But this is a big step right here. We just have to take a number of steps after that. So as I look at this, I'm still kind of concerned with the fact that we're not passing $2,000 or $2,000 per month or something like that, because there's a number of people that are really struggling and that can really use that money to pay a lot of their bills and be in a better situation for it. So I'm really upset that they're not doing that, because if you haven't noticed, with all the promising that happened with Democrats, especially in Georgia, talking about pushing $2,000, we'll get these $2,000 checks passed ASAP, and get the money to the American people. But talking about $1,400 is not something that's $2,000. It's $1,400, and they can come back and claim that $1,400 plus $600 is $2,000. But this was made well after people were receiving the $600 already. So it looks really interesting to me, but I want to see when they're actually going to get this all done. Maybe they're pushing this along and they want to continue to extend this along. And yes, they have to go through an extensive process. But the overall thought is to have a lot of people, file their taxes, and know exactly what people made in 2020, so they can know who was affected by that, versus still using 2019. So basically, they might put something in saying you have to file your 2020 taxes, and then that's where you go, you basically can apply for this $1,400 or get this $1,400 in your hands. So hopefully that's not the case for a lot of people, because some people made a lot more money in 2020. Some people haven't made a lot more money in 2020. And if they had, then I guess it's good, because then it goes to a lot of the people that will need it, even though they do put this money aside, and they basically justify the fact that 350 or however many million people work. It's probably less than that, because you have children that don't work. But if you have 200 million that actually are working Americans, then those people are going to receive, they're basically putting that money aside, saying those people would receive this money. But with the thought that all of them wouldn't receive the money, because some people would make over that amount. Let me know what you think about the $1,400. Is it just taking too long? Do you seriously need this money? Let me know your situation, what you would use it for, because a lot of people are making a big deal about people using it for the stock market. But that's my video, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you want free stocks with Webull, check out the link down below. Sign up and deposit $100, and you'll get free stocks. I just got free stocks that were valued at it was $83 total. So definitely, sign up for it, because you can get some good stocks. Any money is good because it's free money. But yeah, that's my video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.